team we have in today is the Nova Scotia Tolling Retrievers. Christina, what about these dogs?
Well, these are a hunting dog that hails from Canada, and they hunt in a very explicit way. They don't chase the game or set it up. They decoy it into the hunters by running up and down the edge of a river and waving their tails in the air to simulate the ducks that they're calling in. A little bit sneaky, but a very good method.
The next team we're welcoming in is the Pyrenean sheepdog. Long-haired, I'm told. Christina.
Yeah, again, these hail obviously from the higher areas of Spain where they can work at very high altitude. They will turn their paw literally to anything, but they're mainly used as a herding dog. Lovely temperament dogs.
Next up, we have the team of Shetland sheepdogs.
And these are one of the smaller breeds that we get from numerous animals in the Shetland Islands. It's a small place, so you need small animals. Small sheep requires a small sheepdog. And although it is small in size, this is a genuine working dog. You'll see some of that this afternoon.
Following them, we have... So first in the ring, we're seeing the team of Nova Scotia Duck Tolling Retrievers. I think you saw 5 dogs parading. We've got 4 dogs in the team. The 5th comes as a reserve, in case we need to slot another dog in if necessary. So they're lining up there, and Jan will direct them through the route that you've just seen. So the judge is keeping an eagle eye for the handler's leads. They should be nice and loose. And the dogs should be maintaining a nice level position. You'll see these dogs looking up at their handlers. It means they're paying attention, but that's not a requirement in this test. They don't have to do that. Staying nice and tight to their handlers through that weave. And their lead dog coming out on a straight line. Whoops. So the left turn you saw there, that's not as easy as you think it might be when you've got a dog on that left leg. The dog needs to be aware of you and allow you to make that turn. Back to the start position and halt.
I'd like to add at this point, one of the handlers has told me that the one thing you need to own one of this breed is a sense of humour.
So big hand there for the tollers, the Nova Scotia Duck Tolling Retrievers. Now we shall see that team again when they come in to perform their individual exercises. But before that, each of the teams are going to come in. So we're welcoming the Nova Scotia Duck Tolling Retrievers back into the ring. Big hand for the tollers. They've all got what they need with them, beds, toys, retrieve article. And they all know what they're going to do. This has already been previously decided and practiced and practiced and practiced. And I think the scent will be the first exercise. Nicely enthusiastic there. You saw the dog sniff each article as it went down the line. The idea is that the dog doesn't touch any of the articles. He shouldn't need to taste them, move them, or have any contact. He can smell what they are from his nose position just a little bit above.
He also confirmed what I said about them having a wonderful sense of humour.
Whether the handler agrees at this point. So that looked pretty good to me. The dog going straight to its bed, nice and briskly on the first command. I think that deserves a round of applause.
It's a handbag, she's sort of talking about that. Anything to be carried.
So the plan clearly there is the dog that must be dropped, must be stopped in the middle of those two red lines. That looked pretty tidy to me. And lastly we have the retrieve dog. Nicely presented in front of the handler, then the dog spinning round back to the heel position. So that's the 4 exercises for the Nova Scotia duck tolling retrievers. Big round of applause as they leave the ring. I think that was pretty good.
And I think all the tails have Duracell batteries fitted.
I think the smiles on the handlers too. Well done, guys. So the next 4 dogs coming in. So the reserves are getting ready. We saw them in the parade, but we haven't seen these dogs yet. So we'll wait for the applause afterwards, please. So you just cross your fingers in the meantime.
Well, they were right about the taller.
Picking it up. Presentation's good. That's good. That is good. Apart from the fumbling, picking it